What a year it has been.
Lots of fun, lots of new projects, great clients, awesome collaboration, new market.
Did you have any idea how it would be?
No, if somebody would have said, bring your crystal ball and see what's going to happen, I would have said, well, it's going to be a year with a few great, exciting projects, but actually it has been uh, quite a mountain to climb.
I would say, and this sounds pretty bad, but you have failed miserably.
Yes.
Because there was this one plan where you are going to serve a few of your the people you know in Denmark, which would turn into your clients, have a little base so you can be a bit more with the kids, take it a little easier, and you just have your this and that around. And now we are deep into, I wouldn't say shit, but we're deep in the shit in a positive way. We are like massively in a huge amount of work, which is fantastic. And we're growing, we're expanding, we're hiring. And that's why I said you feel miserably because you didn't stick to your little group and work less.
No, but you know what? I'm actually really happy that it worked out this way
No
because
regret.
no, I mean, you know it as well. In this nearly 2 years, we have learned more than, maybe through the whole professional life as well. Actually running a business, how is that? The challenges and upsides and downsides that come with it.
I think when I look back, the old stuff was of course trading, which is as niche as it can be. You're really zoomed into your trade screen. You have your rows, you have your columns, and you do bits and offers, and you're looking at that all day long, and you're just so zoomed into that, and that's all you need to do. And I loved it, but this is another love because now instead of being so into the detail, it's not only being into the detail. All the details matter when it's about market access, but it's also about the whole width of things, and that is the whole width of supporting the client, supporting that everyone is happy, that the works get done, that the work get done in a timely manner. New office suddenly, people, we're going to a new office, we are growing, we're expanding, we have more people, more space, and these things take time as well. There is no glass ball. You don't know how it's gonna look, but there's surprisingly a lot of work, and I love it.
Yeah, something that we have not done before. I mean, when I was working for a specific company, I used to go to the traders and ask them, "Hey, is this what you were thinking about? Am I understanding the picture correctly?" But now we're doing this on a heightened level with a huge distance. So it's not just like, I can get off my chair and walk to the trade floor and ask them, "Is this correctly understood?" No, now we are, talking about, distance, physical distance, and trying to find the best solution on how to serve your clients in a way that everything is being just the way they want it. And that's, I think, some of the areas that I'm learning mostly into serving them to the best possible way. A similar matter to as if I would be walking to the trade floor.
But that's gonna be a long walk now with
Yeah.
clients internationally. Yeah. When we look at the clients, what is your perfect profile? Who do you work with best? Like, what kind of background, role, position do they have?
I think generally those who have done this work themselves, who have their hands deep into this market access setup and have done it themselves is generally the easiest because you don't need to prove your value. You don't need to explain them like, listen, there's so many things that you should be aware of because they have done it themselves. And it's, a puzzle that needs to be played with every single time you want to expand. Do you want to grow your business? You want to do it in the right way? They just don't have the time for it. And it's also these meetings that we have with some of the new prospects, let's say, when they are just not sure or maybe slightly even skeptical of how does this work, then it's just explaining them like you really take the work off your shoulder and you can really focus on your strategies and building your algorithms or systems, do the hiring, finding the right, data service providers, whatever it might be, and then we'll take care of the rest.
That's what we stand for.
Yeah, but you mentioned yourself, being looking from the trader screen, and now you're actually running a business, you're doing operations. How are you feeling?
I am really happy, happier than ever before. We can say I'm not the only one. I made the jump now from trading, being behind the screen, to running a business, supporting clients, market access. And it might sound a bit boring, trading, volatility, exciting, big P&Ls, blah, blah, blah. And then suddenly it's about forms. But it's not that. It's basically the same, because every trade that you make is a puzzle that you need to plan. You set your parameters, your boundaries, you know what you want to do. It's a little puzzle every single time. And every client is different. It's a different setup from the clients, where they are from. Is it within the EU? Is it outside the EU? Do they have a settlement bank? Do they have a clearing bank? How do they take care of nomination and scheduling? To what market do they want to go? What is their timeline? What is their budget? There are so many elements that we need to take into consideration. And it's not a trade that we make, but it's still a puzzle that we accept from the client, and we solve it for them. And they can just sit back, relax, and grow the business while we do the rest. And it's that little puzzle that I just love. And I can add there, I'm not the only one. And I think we can be really proud of that. At Time2Market now, we have already 3 traders, and number 4 is joining this month, trader number 4. And why do we think it's a great idea? Traders know the market. And if you want to be able to do market access the right way, you need to understand, how does the market work? How does the market trade? And it's what you said. You used to go back to the trade floor, talk with these traders to get an understanding. What is it that they want? Which auction do they want? Which setup do they want? Is it physical? Is it financial? There's so many boxes to tick on all these forms. And traders understand the market, so they understand these forms. And it's a lot easier teaching market access to a trader than trading to someone from market access. So yeah, really proud to say now trader number 4 is joining, and it's a great vibe. And everybody in some way misses the trading, but it's compensated by how awesome Time2Market.
Yes, and success is in the details. And if you don't get the details right, you're basically set up for failure. You're set up for months of delays, months of unexpected areas that you suddenly need to tackle. Again, then you end up having delays, unhappy clients, and I think that's where we really bring our value to the client, and that's what they are grateful for, and just really appreciate our work towards them.
And you said something funny. You said the details matter, and that made me go back in time on the last recording, Time2Talk with Charles from MEA. How much do you need to know?
Everything. Because it's not only the farmers, it's literally everybody, everything is moving at the time. Windmills, solar, farmers, power plants, and every day you have a different configuration. So every day you need to know about what's happening there.
It's about the full picture.
Yeah.
He was talking about trading, it was about the Dutch intraday market, imbalance market. It was about the full picture. You need to know your marginal costs. You need to know the plant availability. You need to know the production and consumption profiles, but also locally, not just generally. So everything matters. Every detail matters to get your trade right. And then we can just draw a nice parallel again, how market access is the same. It is about your full setup. In case you're set up with the 𝐜𝐨𝐧𝐭𝐞 and you want to go to the exchange, but you don't have the settlement bank account in, let's say, the Czech market, where you will need it, you're not going to trade. So your preparation is very important, because you cannot aim to have 9 out of 10 elements in place. You need to have 10 out of 10. So the full picture matters.
Yeah, and these areas that we every single time tackle with our clients. How to optimize their setup, how do we ensure that they come to the market as fast as possible and as efficient as possible.
What is a question that we get a lot from our clients?
How quickly can you enter market?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That's a question we often get. And the fun thing, it's not just so much about us, but again, it's about all parties. So it's basically this triangular structure between the client, us, and the counterparty. It being a 𝐜𝐨𝐧𝐭, a clearing bank, settlement bank, or a regulator, whatever. And what we see is all steps have their minimum time frame. And for example, the processing of a license application in a more complex market, that's very time consuming. It just takes forever before they get back. They utilize all the time they have, often up to many months. But we know all the steps in between, and we can minimize the steps in between. So the delay doesn't delay with us, but the delay typically lays in the decision-making on the small facts. What email to use, what phone number to use, who's going to be the scheduler, who's going to be responsible for 𝐜𝐸𝐧, who is the contract with the external counterparty already signed. There's all these little things, and these are typically causing a lot of delay. So if your Time2Market is important to you, you need to make quick decisions when information is requested. Know your setup, know what you want, know who's going to be responsible, so you can answer all these questions immediately, and that often takes weeks of your delay away.
Everybody wants everything
Yesterday.
yesterday.
Yeah.
And in these scenarios, we kind of need to play the good cop, bad cop, because of course we want to, tackle as many projects as possible at the same time, but we also need to pull the brakes and say, you know what, you need to be ready for these markets internally as well. And there's a lot of things that they need to evaluate themselves.
And they do overestimate themselves sometimes when it's about several markets in parallel, because we know what to do, but indeed they need to do the onboarding of the market, scheduling or nomination, integration in the ETRM system, new people on board. It can be anything. And we often can tell the clients what is the right amount of markets to do, and 5 or 6 at the same time is typically too much unless there's a bunch of people in different departments involved. Then we can deliver it.
Yeah, because you're setting up yourself for a lot, from regulatory, from compliance perspective, you name it. There's really
operations,
lots. Yes,
trading. Yeah.
Summer is around the corner.
Yes, I think we're already in it.
Yeah. So the market is now taking a breath.
Yeah.
People are gathering their energies for the, let's say, bull run.
The market is soon coming back home. Late August, early September, things are going to start again. And then we will see as well that things are going to kick off. We have a few new clients, which will be onboarded in August, where we will start a new market in August, September. And it's going to be a busy season.
Yes, I can't wait. It's really going to be our peak season, with onboarding new employees, new projects, really exciting times, really busy times ahead as well.
What is your biggest ambition for, let's say, Q4? What's your goal? What do you, qualitatively, quantitatively, what do you want to achieve now?
Well, I have the numbers in my head. No, for me, really, this is a great question, but it all comes down to having happy customers, really. So
I was thinking exactly the same. Yeah.
Yes, I just really want to have, continue this great work that we have with each one of them, support them in the best way we can, just make them happy, bring great business, great collaboration, have these great talks where we help them. And for me, that's just the most important.
It's going to be pretty boring because I'm going to say the same. I thought we just want to have happy clients because we're relatively young still. Our clients are really happy, but we want to keep that line while we grow, of course, because without happy clients, the business is going to not grow as successfully. And we want to live up to our name. So we do what we can to deliver on our standards of communication, transparency, delivery, and a faster time to market. And with happy clients, I believe that time to market will keep on growing to serve even more market participants.
Yes, and then we have more episodes of Time to Talk. We can't wait to reveal the names as we go along. So an amazing Q3, Q4 ahead of us, and of course.
And I think we're open for suggestions. If someone thinks that they are a great visitor to the Time2Talk podcast, send us a message, and maybe you can be invited to Time2Talk. I mean, we're always looking for experienced, cool people, experts in the industry to have a chat about energy, basically.
Join us. We would love to have you with us and just have a great talk about markets, developments, anything new that's going around, and really also just to show you to the world. Well, I want to shed, light a bit on, a lot of times we have these questions, hey, but you guys have the same last name. What's the reason?
What's going on there?
Yeah, what's going on? And yes, we are one of the few weird people out there in the world who actually enjoy spending time together, also in the office.
Yes. I always say then 2 things. One, we are power couple. Badoomts, awesome. Gas couple doesn't really work, but we're pretty awesome. And apart from that, when you are not around, I say like, I didn't kill her yet, and then it's a bit of a laugh, but it's a good thing. Things go really well here for us running the business, and I think we couldn't be more different in how we run business and how we are as persons. But the beauty is it just comes together. We know what to do when, how to tackle things. And sometimes ball is in your park, sometimes in mine. And we both kill it when the ball is there.
Yeah.
And it's so awesome that our daughter, who is mostly Dutch, Hungarian, Danish, talks all the time about Time2Market. And is the meeting cancelled? I guess it's going a lot about work at home as well, but we love it and everyone is happy.
Yeah.
And that's one of the beauties as well. The great things of now being business owner. Family is sometimes here as well. And that's a unique opportunity. I mean, yes, with Christmas or whatever, you could usually go to work and bring your kid. And now they can be here whenever we want to, when the schedule allows it. And that's just fantastic.
Yeah, exactly. Like the work-life balance, in the sense that, I don't need to be afraid or ashamed to bring my daughter to work, because I know my tasks, I know things will get done. So it's just also nice to have them around, that they get a blink of how our day looks like, how, we're sitting at our desks and how everything looks like. So, it will be part of their
Life,
yeah. Indeed. And just they're ready when they're old as well.
Our office environment, maybe I'm a bit biased, but I think it's pretty awesome. Employees are happy. There's a lot of joking around. Employees feel very free. We really want them to do their own thing whenever they like, whenever it suits, as long as things get done. And luckily, market access is never really a sprint, but more of a marathon. Things are better done the slow way. It goes wrong if you start too quick. And that perfectly fits with giving the employees the freedom to plan their own things. And they really seem to love it. We just want to have that environment where everyone feels happy, are not bored on Monday morning, nor on Tuesday morning, nor on Friday afternoon, that they just enjoy what they're doing. And the feedback we get so far is that that's what we deliver. And I think that's something what we're really proud of, that we can offer a platform to other people to be employed, learn, and enjoy while doing so.
Yeah, the real point is that they have the chance to design their days. The only thing is, and this is where the trust culture comes in, is to really be responsible for your areas, your projects, your tasks.
I think we set there the right, how to call it, framework, that it works for us, it works for them, everyone is happy, and it works for the clients because the work gets done.
Who is the boss in the office?
There's only one business owner here in Time2Market, and that's Eszter. She's in charge. She's the CEO. I'm managing director. I take care of some things, but when it's about a large, big decision, it's Eszter's.
I didn't know. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Okay, who's the ideas person and who's the let's get it done person?
Let's get it done.
Yeah.
You. I don't want to take credit for the IDs.
I think,
but I have great ideas.
Yes. I think that's you. You come with a lot of amazing ideas, and I say, great. Either you take action on it, or let's just do something about it.
And that's where we are just so different. What we said before, you take action right away, follow your gut, follow your heart, and I tend to just analyze it a bit more. And that's just the great balance.
So who is the grammar police?
I hate to say it, but it's probably me.
Yeah, while writing the word sweet.
I have, don't start about it. I have these few words that I always type wrong. Yeah. Regarding or suit, sweet, dinner, diner. But I am the grammar police, and I owe it. I own it.
Who's most likely to get distracted by LinkedIn?
100% you.
Guilty as charged.
Who is the coffee addict?
No, not addict. Passionista. I love my coffee. I can be without it, and I can have my 5 or 6 doubles as well. Yeah.
The amount of coffee that he's having is probably the amount that you would have to call the ambulance for me at that level before we even leave the house.
And I just think it tastes great. Yeah.
Who's the first to volunteer for early morning meetings?
Oh, that's Paul. That's definitely yes.
But there's only so many hours in a day, so better get started in time. And I won't put it on 8 o'clock. 8:30 can do.
Paul loves short deadlines. So Paul, if possible,
Get it done, boom.
yes, but that also gives you really short deadlines. And while, I do respect your ambitions, that also sometimes I just need a breather between two tasks. And this is where we are different.
I just take a coffee in between.
Who's the one who always forgets their passwords?
Oh my God. And we even have password management systems, and I still manage to lose it. And then who is coming to my rescue? Paul.
Head of IT here.
Who's the one with the neat desk and who's the one with the creative chaos?
Creative chaos, neat desk. So that was it. Our private time to talk, basically. Everyone is off for the holidays, taking it easy. And that was for us an opportunity to, sit down in our office and have our, chit chat, basically. Not so much energy this time, bit of reflection. But that's important as well, right? Not only look forward to new markets being set up. No, also look backwards. What did go wrong? What did go right? And use that to become better. So audience, thank you for today and see you next time.
Or isn't so we